All right, welcome back to the Driveway Podcast. Again, if you're new here, my name is Zach, and I'm with my co-host Johnny. And today we have a super, super, super special guest. You all have been asking for. her. She is new to the area, but not new to the fans. Give it up for Allie, my girlfriend.
Whoa, woo, woo, woo,
Oh,
woo.
so happy to finally be here. Took a while.
Well, I mean, we had, scheduling conflicts and other guests and Johnny, right?
Right, sure.
No, Zach was pretty explicit. He was like, I want to delay this as long as possible.
Wow. Okay,
That is not what I
I
said.
see.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I
I'm
see.
just joking.
But yeah, so for the viewers
New
who
in
don't,
town.
new in
Like
town.
John
I'm
Mulaney.
I'm new in
I'm
town.
new in town.
Have you ever seen John Mulaney?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you gotta watch it. It's a great
I
special.
don't I don't really like stand up.
Oh, but this
We're
one's
working
funny.
on
I'm
it.
sorry.
We're
But
working
trust me,
on it.
this one's funny.
Okay, I'll trust you.
Famous last word.
Yeah, for
You're
the
just
viewers
gonna
who
be sitting there like, can't believe he said
can't
this
believe
was
Johnny
funny.
lied to me again.
No, I trust
Again?
recommendations.
Do you trust my recommendation?
Yeah,
Who do
most
you
of
who do you
them.
trust more with like a stand-up special?
Uh, I don't think I'm gonna like any stand-up special you try to
Mm.
show me. I just don't like stand-up.
Which ones have you like seen that have been just like meh
Um,
or like that have turned you off to
I
it?
saw one Dave Chappelle one for some reason. I
Okay.
didn't like it at all. Um, who else?
I think Dave
I don't
Chappelle for me, I kind of agree. I've never really enjoyed his stuff. I feel like he's like that guy that's like a comedian's comedian. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
all the comedians love him to death, but then when I watch him, I'm like, I mean, he's funny, but like I don't get why all the comedians are just like, whoa,
Yeah.
about him.
I don't know what else I've seen.
Yeah, I
I
don't know
can't
if I've ever
remember,
belly
but
laughed
got
from
it.
from a Dave Chappelle. Although the Dave Chappelle TV show with Wayne Brady, you
Mm,
ever seen that one? That skit?
no, the
Oh, it's
Chappelle
so
show?
funny. Yeah, yeah.
I do
I'll
not know that one.
we'll link it in the YouTube comments below. It is so funny.
We were gonna link something last week, and I don't think we did.
Oh no,
I
we never
forget
do.
what it was.
It's like when we say we're gonna cut something, we're not cutting it.
Yeah, we don't usually got it. We do
Oh,
a pretty good job of posting on the community page,
We
though.
do. Yeah, that's all you, man.
am I allowed to
Yeah,
curse on this podcast?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I would keep it to a
Yeah.
minimum, though. We
Yeah.
have we respect our viewers out there,
Okay. I'll try my
but
best.
we do mark this podcast as not made for kids, or at least
Oh,
I
okay.
mark it. So
All
I
right.
also
you're
mark
okay.
it.
That's good.
I also mark it explicit content.
Oh,
Great.
do you
Yeah.
really?
Okay. This is
for
good news.
the swear word or two that slipped through.
hmm But to go back, Allie is my girlfriend. We've been dating for 7 months. There was a
How
whole
many hours?
episode. How many hours is that?
Yeah, convert in your head, quick.
No.
This is basic interview skills. Be able to do quick conversions. Come on.
Um, but I believe we started. I believe we talked. The episode is episode 20. The search is over, where I
Oh,
kind of dive
yeah, yeah.
into.
Is that the episode?
I think that's
Oh,
the
good
episode
shout. Good
that where
shout.
we dive into Allie and her whole genre. But Allie, I kind of want to get for the viewers who don't know you, or haven't met you yet.
Yeah.
Um, if you can just dive in, kind of tell us about your life story. What brought you to Michigan? What was your
Yeah.
upbringing like? Tell me all about it.
Oh, okay. Um, well, I grew up in New Jersey. Um, I lived in like pretty small town, suburban area, and with my mom, dad, and brother, and my grandma, and we always had cats. I'm a big cat lady. I have a cat named Garbanzo. He's my pride and joy. Um, and for college, I went to the University of Delaware. For undergrad, I studied health behavior science and psychology. And I got really involved with I'm also Jewish. I got involved with my
Shout
Jewish.
out. Shout out, man.
It's important to the story because it kind of dictates like the rest of the story. Um, I got involved with my Jewish community at Delaware with Hillel, and then when I was trying to look for jobs, I ended up finding a job with Hillel out in Michigan. So I have lots of family from Michigan. I used to come here every year growing up. Always loved it here. Always felt like a second home. So when the job popped up, I was like, yeah, I'll take a job in Michigan. So that was 3-ish years ago. Yeah. And I no longer am working at that job, but I have a new job in this area. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much me.
That was great.
Amazing.
I felt like we were in an interview for a second.
I know.
But it's just so Allie. It's funny. Allie worked for Michigan State, but is a big University of Michigan fan, which
Yeah,
causes a
good.
lot
Go
of
Blue.
controversy.
Go blue.
3 Michigan fans on the podcast right
Nope,
now.
nope, just 2.
Yeah, Zach's a big Michigan guy.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
actually
know.
just painted his house maze in blue.
I did not.
I saw
Okay.
that.
Well,
as
you
well.
saw that?
Maybe.
You heard who? Ned told you?
No one told it. I didn't hear about it. I didn't see anything.
Someone told you. I'm gonna forget the bottom.
My dad drove by the house.
Did he
and
actually?
said-
Oh.
No.
Oh.
I'm not gonna tell you who told me.
It was
Keep it-
Ned. It has to be Ned.
It was not Ned. It wasn't Ned.
There's no
It was,
shot.
It was Panay. Panay hit
Panay
me
told
up.
you?
man.
Okay,
Yeah, Panay
so
told me.
I saw a picture of a house on the internet with yellow window shades, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Shutters.
Shutters. Sorry. Thank you. And I was like, oh my gosh, that'd be so cute if we put it on the birdhouse. And so I started painting it, and it just didn't look good.
Because it was like mustard yellow.
But when I
like,
bought the paint, it was like, I don't remember what it was called, but it gave off the tint of pastel yellow, which is what the picture was.
Oh, okay,
So-
okay.
And then I was like, oh, I'm not painting it yellow again, so I'm giving up on that. So I bought black paint, and I'm
yeah, it was
gonna paint
fully
it.
maze.
Painted
Fully
black. Was it always black? It was red before, wasn't it?
No, it's red in the backyard. It's black.
Red
in
in the
front.
back, black at the front. Okay. That seems like some type of, like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Never mind.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Let's move on.
So yeah, Allie's a big Michigan fan. A lot of families in
Maybe
Ann
it was
Arbor.
darker because the black,
What do you mean?
and then when you painted
Oh, he
the
also
black and the yellow
Oh.
kind
let's
of
add
mixed.
this detail that he used spray paint.
I taped around
Is
it.
that how you're supposed
Well,
to?
it dripped.
It dripped a little bit. I brought white paint to cover up the yellow paint that dripped, though.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
So, guys,
It was just a big mess.
it was a big
really.
mess, but it was a learning experience, so that
Yeah.
I won't do anything stupid like that again in the future. But I probably will.
Yeah,
So if you're
you gotta make a bunch of mistakes before, so you can learn. I don't think that's a problem.
is
Making a
that
couple
soap, Johnny? Do you
mistakes.
just have a soap, a bottle of soap on your desk?
Yes. No, I just bought it at the grocery store yesterday.
Oh, did you
'cause
get
I
like the
needed more soap?
Did you get the 10 for 10?
10
I
for
didn't get 10, but I did see that deal. I
Mhm.
only bought one.
Oh,
I'm a bit like that's just wait like I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure you're definitely the type of guy to buy 10 of these.
yeah, absolutely.
You know what
Have-
the smart thing is? Just do
What's-
the refill. Buy the soap refill. Don't
I
get
know.
you're killing the fishies, buddy,
You're right.
by
You're right.
buying 10 of these.
You're
Be
absolutely right.
better. Sorry. That was mean.
No, you know what? No,
Anyways, Garbanzo's like the coolest cat of all time.
Garbanzo's here right now.
He is
Shout
here
out Bonzo.
somewhere. He is the coolest cat of all time. He's the cutest. And I love him more than anything.
Or more than me?
But besides that,
Aww.
Do you want to share the story of how you got Garbanzo?
I mean,
'Cause you got him pretty quickly after you moved to Michigan,
yeah.
right?
I think like a week or two after I moved to Michigan, I was like, okay, I need a cat. I'm bored. I need. So I went to the Humane Society, and he was climbing his cage like an insane creature, and I was like, that's my cat. Like, I need him. Oh, there he
There he is.
Shout out Bonzo.
Weird, buddy. He looks
That's kind of like
weird. Why
how
can't
how Johnny was. Like when Johnny left a week later, I got the dog. Then a week later, I met Allie. So
Uh,
You're saying I'm as crazy as Panay?
what was
And
that?
You're saying I'm as crazy as Panay?
No, no one's as crazy as Panay. That dog is as the viewers know.
terrified.
The
right
Bonzo's
now.
walking very
What's happening?
slowly.
What's happening? I was all freaked out.
But
Bonzo's like a total frat bro too. Like he just
Oh,
loves
yeah, he
Bonzo,
loves
beer.
beer.
Bonzo. Oh, tell him about the beer.
He loves beer. So whenever I like crack a can, whether it's beer or not, he's obsessed with cans. But when I like crack a can of beer, he is obsessed. He'll like try to like lick it. He loves
Yeah.
it. He's a frat boy at heart, just like his mama.
I remember during Thanksgiving, we had all the guys over at the birdhouse, and Garbanzo was here, and he jumped on the coffee table and started drinking someone's beer. And everyone was like, "What is the cat doing?"
What's the cat doing?
It's one of the boys, you know? Just one of the
He
boys.
is. He definitely is one of the boys. That's
Mhm.
why we love him so much.
Yeah, he's a good one. But yeah, he was like the craziest one at the Humane Society when they took him out because I like asked to see him and play with him. He was just like running around like crazy and he wasn't scared of anything. And I was like, yeah, I need him. That's mine. He's so
That's my cat.
cute. So cute.
He's a good guy.
He's all gray with big bright green eyes.
Yeah.
Cutie patootie.
But so kind of moving on from Bonzo, I want to talk about us for a second.
Oh, okay.
So for again, the viewers who don't know, we met on the dating app Hinge.
We did.
How long were you on Hinge before we had
Um,
matched?
few months.
A few months. I want to say we were on for a few months, right, Johnny?
Yeah, I mean, like not to like poo-poo you guys or anything, but Zach technically wasn't supposed to be on Hinge when he met Allie. I mean, it all worked out in the end, but we made a pact, and he kind of broke the bro code.
No,
but, that's
I didn't.
that's
No,
okay.
no.
It's
The rule
besides
was
the
we had
point.
to delete the app. And I deleted the app off my phone. I didn't delete my account.
No, I think the rule definitely was very explicit about deleting.
No, no,
But
I
that's
don't think.
okay. Look, that's okay. I mean,
It ended up working out. So I guess,
yeah, it all worked out in the end.
so I mean, like, what kind
Sometimes
of
you got to break the bro code to rewrite the bro code.
we got to make amendments,
Yeah,
That's why they're called amendments.
That's
They
why
amend the document.
Yeah, exactly.
But Allie, I was just wondering, like, what about me, like, drew you? Was it my dashing good looks? Was it my charming personality? I mean, what about it?
On the spot, in front of all of our viewers,
Well,
you
okay,
gotta
was it?
answer
I
the
don't want you to
question.
take this like
I'm gonna-
the wrong way.
Oh, I'm taking it the wrong way.
But at that time, I had told myself like I'm just gonna say yes to like not like anybody. I have standards, okay? I have standards. I was gonna say yes to anybody, but anybody that I like was attracted to, had a good like initial conversation with, like I was gonna say yes to a date. So yeah, I mean, I initially liked your profile. You seemed like a normal person and not a weirdo, and
All right, I'll take that.
very nice conversation. Yeah.
Did I like flirt a lot? Do you remember if we're flirting a lot?
I don't think so. I think it was more just like getting to know you, like
Yeah, I'm a big
questions
like
and-
get to know you before I dive in with
That's fair.
with my Riz.
That's fair.
With the Riz, oh Zach Riz. I want to know what the Zach Riz was like. What did he drop on your ass?
Um,
Any good
Fire.
lines that you can remember?
I dropped fire on her.
I don't know. I don't
Can't
think he
be.
really used any like pickup lines.
No, I'm not really a pickup line guy. I'm a
don't
get to know you kind of guy.
No,
Yeah.
he was very
But
smart.
what? Any questions that stood out to you where you're like, wow, that's so sweet of him to ask?
I feel like what stood out was the scenario questions and like if you know Zach, you
Yeah,
know
Zach
his
likes to do
scenario
that.
questions. I feel like that I don't know.
They were probably those scenario questions were probably reflective of what was happening in his life. I'll never forget that one time Zach was like, "Would you ever move to Japan for like 4 months if your job asked you to do it?" And I was like, "All right, which one of our friends is moving to Japan?" And he's like, "Gabe." And I was like, "Okay, you could have just said like, did you know Gabe's moving to Japan?
Gabe
Like, would you
live
ever
in
do that?"
Japan?
4 months.
Wild. He's full of secrets, that one.
So Zach was probably like, "Would you ever move to Southeast Ohio to do a master's program? Would you ever get a dog after your friend moves out of your house?"
I don't know. I guess I never really thought about that. I guess I do like scenario questions.
You
I
ask
like
a lot of scenarios.
like
Like
build up.
you like to get other people's opinion on things like that you like the water bottle situation, for example. Did you talk about this on the pod?
We definitely did.
Okay. the Awala situation.
I saw the
Oh
girl.
yeah,
Had the
yeah, yeah.
same,
Right,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Like
Mhm.
he asked everybody for their opinions on that situation. He just likes to get input from the group.
Well, I think it's
Yeah,
because
he
I
likes
don't
to give
like.
feedback.
I think I like feedback, and I also don't want to appear as judgmental because I'm not. I'm genuinely curious about the other person's thought. I want to know. I want to know what their
Sure.
thoughts are. Well, that's great. Okay, cool. I like scenario questions. I'm thinking about that a lot. You know something else? I think it was Sabrina who pointed this out. But whenever we drive, I like pointing out things on the road.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like,
Interesting.
oh, look at that billboard, or like, oh,
Mm.
look, Culver's.
I feel like when we
I
first
think
started dating, like landmarks that you like grew up with,
Oh, I
you
did
would
do a
point
lot
out
of
to
that.
me.
yeah,
I did do that a
that
lot.
makes
Every
sense.
time we drive by see home, he'd be like, "That's my high school." I'm like, "Zach, you told me that 10 times. I know that's your high school." And now I say it as a joke every time we drive past him, like, "Oh, that's your high school."
I feel like sounds like Zach just stole my whole fucking flow word for word for bar. I used to
Wait.
always point out my aunt and uncle's house on
Oh, I
Adam's
do love
birthday.
that. That's a good bit.
I've
Uh,
never pointed out Johnny's
we
aunt
haven't
uncle's
driven. We
house.
haven't driven by it.
Oh,
We almost did, but we didn't.
guess we gotta
We
take a
went
trip
down
over
Oak
then.
Dyke for a little bit. Wait, no,
I think yeah, I think you're right. No, I think it's off Adams, not Opdyke.
Yeah, Adams.
You call it Opdyke though?
Yeah, do you say Opdyke?
Yeah, I'm an Opdyke guy.
Something in my mouth?
Yeah, you had a hair in your
Oh,
mouth.
thank you. Um, and I think so going to our we matched on Hinge. At first, if you don't know the story, Allie moved her location to West Bloomfield because she was in Lansing at the time. And I remember matching with her, I'd be like, how did I not see this girl before? And then like the next day, I checked my phone and it said she was in Lansing, and I was like, did I just move my location to Lansing? I
Oh yeah, yeah.
I couldn't believe like because then I was thinking like, oh my gosh, I'd already like pretty much agreed to go on a date with this girl. I have to go to Lansing now.
Haha.
So we ended up driving to Lansing on a Friday because I had something to do in Lansing on Saturday.
Yeah, you're gonna be there
Mhm.
anyways.
So we ended up going on the first date, and we were going to go to this restaurant. We're gonna go to Lansing Brewing
Pretty
Company.
tough. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're gonna go to Lansing Brewing Company, but there was like this work event going on, and it was jam packed with cars.
Not like Allie's work, someone else's work.
Someone else's
Yeah.
work, yeah.
Okay, okay.
And I remember I hopped out of I texted Allie, I'm here, and she said I'm on the sidewalk, and I remember like being in my car, like, all right, Zach, let's go out there, have a good time.
It's game time.
It's game time. Lock in. Time to lock in.
Didn't you say you were like low key hoping it wouldn't go well so you didn't have to keep coming back to
Mhm.
Lansing?
Well, not
Wow.
that, but I was like, no. What happened was, well, okay. What happened was I saw Allie. She looked amazing, by the way.
Oh.
We had the date. The date went super well, and then I walked her back to her apartment, which was right next door to the other place. We went to a place we ended up going to, which is called Lansing Shuffle. And then when she closed the door to her apartment, I turned around and I went, oh no, because it went so well. I was like, I'm gonna have to come back to Lansing so many times. I was upset how great the date went.
What is wrong with my
I laughed.
cat?
I laughed, and Garbanzo freaked out. No, but I mean, Allie's great. I mean, it was. I mean, obviously, I'd go anywhere to see Allie.
Oh.
Wow.
And
And
now I live like
mhm,
8 minutes away from him.
Yeah, yeah.
it's it's great. But no, shout out you. You did a great job on the first date.
Oh,
Did I
thanks.
did I appear? Did I appear to
Yeah,
like?
you did great.
Was I confident on the first date?
Yeah.
I was. Cool. Nice.
And you were
It's like you're pretty confident in general, I'd say. I don't think you really
gentleman.
clam up too much.
No, I'm not a big
No.
clamor. Like,
He was a
No.
gentleman. He was nice. He was
Yeah.
easy to talk to.
Did you
Yeah.
bring her flowers?
no, I didn't. I know it's a.
No.
What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, what are your thoughts on
First
that?
date? No. Not necessary on a first date.
One of one of Sabrina's friends is like, if he doesn't bring me flowers on the first date, we're not going on a first date.
No.
And like, I love giving flowers, but a first date seems.
It's not necessary.
I never got flowers from you, Zach.
Well,
What's the
we've never
deal?
been on a date, Johnny.
That is so false. We've been on like a million dates, but whatever. Okay. Don't
Um,
forget we've got our Eddie Merlot's date this summer.
oh, we do have our Eddie Merlot's date. You're right.
Yeah, keep your calendar open.
It's wide open for you, man. Don't worry. But yeah, so Allie did move to the Birmingham, the Metro Detroit area.
Shout
Allie, do you
out.
want to give us your thoughts on the area. So, like, do you like it?
Oh, I love it.
I'm so
I
glad.
love how bougie it is. No, I'm not really a bougie person, but just seeing like other bougie people walking around, it just makes me happy. I don't know why. I love the bougie.
Ellie's like, I don't want to be around the poor people.
Okay, look, Lansing
I
was
want the money, y'all. There's poor people.
Lansing was a little bit scary.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, it's a great area. It's very safe, it's very pretty, um, very like green, lots of trees, the houses are beautiful, good food, good shopping. Yeah, I love it here. It's been great.
You
A
know,
lot of
my
traffic,
sister.
but that's okay.
Oh, there is a lot of traffic, you think? That's interesting.
Yeah.
So I guess that's fair. I mean, down Big Beaver, rush hour gets pretty traffic.
Maple
Woodward
is
gets pretty trafficy.
it takes me I have an office in West Bloomfield, and it's been
Mm-hmm.
taking me between 45 and 50 minutes to get back to Birmingham.
Wow. What road do you take?
Mm, it depends, like, because I usually just put it into my maps because it'll just take me like the best way that day, and it's usually a different way every day.
Yeah.
Um, Maple or oh, what's
Lone
that?
Pine.
Yeah, Lone Pine, which I love Lone Pine.
Oh, yeah. Lone Pine's an interesting shout.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, very
Because
traffic.
you're right there next to Big Beaver, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, Big Beaver gets pretty crowded. I don't
Yeah.
blame you for wanting to skip out on that.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Johnny,
Is
Johnny.
Lone Pine? Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I was reading the Birmingham paper.
Oh, you read it?
Uh-huh. Well,
I thought you only read for the news or for the crime report.
well, this is what I was going to. No,
Oh,
I went to the
okay.
crime report section.
Okay.
I went to the crime report section, and the most Birmingham like article came up in the crime. Do you want me to tell you what it is?
Yeah, let's hear it. Read it.
It's fight escalates after thrown croissant. Is that
That's
not
the
the most?
that's the
That's
headliner.
the headline. Is that not the most like Birmingham thing you've ever heard?
Well, go on. I want to hear the full story.
I didn't get. I just took a picture of the headline, but it says on May 1st, officers were dispatched to a restaurant for a fight between two employees.
Two employees.
Yeah, two employees.
So it's like a Waffle House scenario.
Can I get a waffle?
Can I get a croissant? Can I
Can I?
please get a croissant?
That is
That's
pretty funny.
funny.
Meanwhile, in Lansing, I would like witness crime on the streets.
Yeah. You're like, oh, that guy's getting mugged over there.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully they don't come mug me next.
Yeah, fun stuff.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a nice area. Birmingham's very nice. I
Yeah.
agree, very green. Like they do a
Mhm.
pretty good job of keeping it
Yeah.
nice and green.
And
Um,
I'm a big fan of Birmingham, so I love showing Allie like, oh, I used to do this here. Oh, this is what happened here. All that stuff. And she's met a lot of the Birmingham folk that live here,
mhm.
which has been really fun.
Rate your
Introduce
top five Birmingham folk.
top five. Oh, are we doing Birmingham or Metro Detroit?
You said Birmingham folk, so I want to hear
Birmingham
Birmingham
folks?
folk.
Wait, like
Well, Ned.
what? This is my top five, not
Oh, it's your top five. Oh,
What?
sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
buddy.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Wait, does Johnny count?
No, Johnny's not in
Oh.
I concur. I don't count right now.
right now, but when he comes
Okay,
back
wait.
here,
I need some. Okay, so do these people have to live in
live
Birmingham?
in Birmingham.
Okay, yeah, Ned.
Nice.
Shout out Ned.
Shout out Ned, baby.
It's in Birmingham. Not a lot of your friends actually live in
I was
Yeah.
gonna say it technically might
Like,
just be
if
Ned
you-
right now.
if
Like,
anyone-
There's not a lot of Birmingham.
I was gonna say Lainey, but she lives in Royal Oak.
yeah, she's Royo. She's a
Not,
Royo folk.
not a lot of Birmingham folk, but you've met a lot of like my friends and stuff,
Hold hand.
including our beloved Johnny.
Yeah, well, Johnny was gonna be at the top of my list.
Ah,
No,
we
no
are.
offense, Ned. No, you and Ned are tied. Well, wait, what about Zach? Does Zach get to be on the list?
Sure, he's a Birmingham folk.
Okay, then Zach is at the top.
Yay! Screw
Okay,
you,
Zach
Ned. Screw you, Johnny.
first, Johnny and Ned are tied for second.
Okay.
So they can be from Birmingham. Let's go Brian. I'm a big
There you go.
fan of Brian. And Who else? Oh, Jesse. Does Jesse count?
Jesse lives in Birmingham.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jesse.
Oh, she is a Birmingham folk, isn't she?
Yeah.
That's a good list. That's a pretty solid list. All right. You do know your Birmingham folk. I can't deny
Yep,
that.
I'm getting there.
So
But
what are the top spots that you like to point out, Zach? What are your most memorable
well,
spots
we
that you
love
want
See
to point
Home.
out? Of
I
course.
see him all the time.
Yeah.
Dicko Dow's always pointed out to her. We've never been yet, or
Yeah.
Allie hasn't been yet.
Really? You have not brought her to the Dow yet?
I have
Oh,
not.
isn't that crazy?
Jeez, why are you gatekeeping that from her?
Well, we just haven't had the chance yet.
She's been there, what, like a month?
I would literally go any day of the week.
Yeah, we're talking about
I'll
Allie
get
here,
a
bro.
drink right now.
Hey, we've had busy weekends doing stuff. Oh, Johnny, you're gonna love this Griffin Claw.
Oh, I love Griffin Claw.
Johnny seen this
Nothing
bit where
like
he
Griffin
thinks
Claw.
he owns Griffin
Oh,
Claw.
I think okay.
I remember
That's
hearing
true.
this. It was
This
good.
is true. I do
Uh,
like Griffin Claw, and I think Zach's fandom is fake. I suppose I would have
I
to
can't
say,
say
but
because I didn't go.
We can get back to that later.
And Dairy Deluxe, I think she likes.
Oh, Dairy Deluxe is a good spot.
Yeah.
Have you been to Dairy Deluxe? Have you done
We
the
did. We
walk?
went for the first time like a week ago.
Well, I've been twice now.
Twice, yeah, but
Yeah.
the first time was like a week ago.
Walking from the old birdhouse.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, it's classic. I miss that so much.
Johnny, when
It
you come
was-
back, man, we'll
Could
do.
use a big I could use a walk right now. Walk tonight.
You to be
That'd
back.
be nice.
But so Al, I guess what were your thoughts on Johnny? Because I think the first time you had met Johnny, we were at the Dow and I FaceTimed you.
Yeah.
So you can
Oh
go,
my God, yeah,
Hi,
that's
this is my
true. On one of our dates that Zach just doesn't want to
oh
admit
my
that we-
god.
Yeah. My thought of Johnny was like he's basically Zach like 2.0, not 2.0.
2.0.
No, that's
He's
not
better than me?
No, that's not what I meant.
No.
That's not what I meant. I meant he's just like you guys are like the same person is what I meant.
No, I'm 2.0. That's okay. I get
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I agree too.
New and improved.
I just agree with that.
Yeah, no, just like I could tell pretty quickly that well, obviously I knew you guys were best friends, but you very much like acted like it and I could tell. No, I thought Johnny was great. And then when we met in person, it felt like we'd just known each other all of our lives.
So true. I kind of agree. Like I feel like when we met in person, there was no like, oh hey, like
Yeah.
I do this for a living. Oh, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. It was
Yeah.
just like dive right in.
Because Zach probably told you everything about me,
Mm-hmm.
and Zach told me everything about you.
Yeah. So it worked out.
I love talking about you guys. I love talking about people I love. What was the first time you guys met at the Lions playoff game? When was the first time you would have met? Or was it
Night
it was
before
Sidecar.
Thanksgiving?
It was Sidecar. It was Sidecar, right? Oh no, you weren't at Sidecar.
Yeah, I was.
No, I don't think you were there.
Sidecar.
Lions
When
game?
would
The Lions- when we were
Sidecar
facing the
for?
49ers?
Yeah,
Oh, you were there?
yeah.
What was that for? I thought that was
But
for
I-
Thanksgiving.
I think it was before.
No, it was Christmas. I think because Matthew.
It
Was
wasn't night before Thanksgiving.
no, because she went to home for Jersey.
Oh, okay.
That.
So then, yeah, Christmas time.
Maybe
Sometime
not.
Christmas time.
No, I think I had because Matthew was here because he came to the New Year's party. Did
Yes,
not?
Matthew came to New Year's party. Yeah, I concur.
But it must have been that
I agree. Must have been what? 49ers game? At Sidecar?
49ers game.
I kind of concur. I think that had to have
Yeah.
been it as well.
Yeah, that sounds.
Because you guys were sick as a dog.
Oh yeah, like
Wow.
the week after. Yeah.
No,
was
that
it-
night. You guys were like just getting over your sickness, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, was it that night? I thought. No,
Was
no. Maybe I don't remember.
Yeah, because you
That
guys...
sucked though. Ellie gave me the flu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Look. Don't phrase it that way. Half of my family got the flu. Our family Hanukkah party was the super spreader event. Fortunately, Zach contracted it as well, but I don't like when he phrases it. Allie gave me the flu. Okay?
Ellie didn't.
I also suffered.
Yeah.
My family did feel very bad that we sent Zach back to Michigan.
that was his
They didn't feel bad
Parting
that I had the
gift.
flu, just Zach.
just old ZJ.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Did I
old
never,
Zachy Westside.
ever tell you I almost got like a $2,000 coupon for taking a delayed flight?
Oh.
Yes.
I did?
I did hear about that. Yeah.
Okay.
You should have.
Well,
Don't know
I
why
was
you
going
couldn't.
to, and then they were like, "Oh, two people didn't show up. Get on the
Oh,
get on
right. Yes. Yeah. Okay. I remember that now. Yeah. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was so
It's
stressful
all
because I was
coming
texting
back.
Allie like, should I take $1,200
I was like,
to
yeah,
stay
come
here?
back.
And then,
Yeah.
I'd already said goodbye to her parents and her brother. I feel it'd be weird if I came back.
So we're literally on the phone, like, no, come back, Zach. It's
Yeah.
fine. And he's like, well, I feel bad. I'm like, Zach, everybody's telling you it's fine.
Yeah.
Just come back.
Just-
He didn't, but that's okay.
Well, that's because the flight ended up working out.
Yeah.
But I would have felt, I was thinking like, do I just get the hotel? Not because like I would have loved to come back. I just felt so bad saying, oh, thanks for having me. Oh, have me another day, actually.
They,
It was me overthinking it.
they
I
would
think,
not.
yeah, I think you're overthinking it. I think that maybe
Yeah, they
only
were
applies for
right.
like when you're like really imposing on someone. But I don't
Hmm
think it sounds like you clearly weren't imposing on.
What's wrong?
I
I
don't
know
think
she just walked out of frame, but I'm curious about this Allie's nicknames.
Oh,
What is
yeah,
this all
yeah.
about?
So, you know how my cousin Lauren loves giving nicknames?
Yeah.
So when I first met
Podcast
Ellie,
guest. She's a
podcast
passenger.
guest, shout out Lauren. The second guest we had was Serena was first, right?
Wow. I'm sorry, Lauren. I do not remember. Let me check the tapes.
I'm pretty sure Serena was first. You're the third woman on the
I
podcast.
don't think Lauren was the second guest. No offense to
No,
you.
no, no.
I loved
Second
your
woman,
guest.
second woman guest.
Oh, yeah, you
Very
should have clarified that.
separating.
But yes, I agree. She was probably the second female.
So anyway, so Lauren kind of gave me the idea of like give nicknames to people. So when I first met Allie, I was like, oh my gosh, I have so many nicknames for you. So I wrote some of them down. I don't use them because when I just see Allie, I just get so excited. I just call them like.
Wait,
But
I don't even know what these are.
I know. You know a couple of them. So I'm just gonna rally off some of the nicknames.
Guess what one of them is?
Yeah.
Wait,
what's
nicknames?
the
Sorry,
one?
can you say that again? These were
Uh,
nicknames that you gave
These
to
are
me.
nicknames that I was gonna give Allie.
Okay.
That
Lauren-esque.
that are Lauren-esque, but I never ended up doing them because I just like calling her Allie. And then these are also like from the beginning of when we first met.
Is
So
one of
these
them
are-
Tony Pizza?
one of them is Tony Pizza.
That's kind of good. I like that one.
You like that? Like Tony Pizza?
I do. Yeah.
How that came about?
Tony Pizza.
I think I saw online like
Tony Pizza.
this girlfriend was complaining because her boyfriend called her Tony Pizza, and I was like, "Can I call you Tony
So
Pizza?"
it's like I would absolutely love that. Then,
Guys, if you ever see Allie, you can feel free to call her Tony Pizza.
yeah, that's me.
So that was one of them.
I might
Um,
actually take you up on that.
The next one I have here is A Dog, which if you know me, I love calling people
Yeah.
their
You can be a dog.
first letter of their name and then dog.
Yeah.
Yep, that's classic.
Then Allie told me this one, but it was Alley Cat.
Mm.
Well, first of all, she loves cats, and then alley cats are a thing, like Alley.
And that's what my mom calls me sometimes.
Yeah. That's a good one. That one's very applicable. Have you ever read Varjak Paw?
I loved Varjak Paw. Oh my
Dude,
god.
it's so good,
Dude.
right? Oh my God, Allie, do you read or do you not like to read?
I do. I read.
Then you got to read fucking Varjak Paw. You
Johnny,
will
I
absolutely
think I might have
love
it
that book.
upstairs.
You have to give it to her.
Dude,
Okay.
I cannot, Johnny, that was my favorite book in like third grade.
So good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
How have we not talking about Varjak Paw yet?
Dude, I could talk about Varjak Paw for hours. It's a kind of Kung Fu Panda, but with like cats.
Jeez.
I can't believe I pulled that out too.
Dude,
Like,
Not
Johnny,
I don't know where that came from. That just came from the depths. I was
Allie,
just like,
this
Alley Cat,
podcast is
Varjak
no
Paw.
longer about you. This is about Varjak Paw.
Okay, let me see myself out.
That could be Allie's nickname. Varjak
Varjak Paw, I'll add it to the list.
No, that's okay.
Paw. She doesn't like that one as
Varjak
much.
Paw. Hmm.
Dude, Zach,
Yeah.
you have to reread that and let me know if
Really?
it holds up. I'm sure it's
Okay.
gonna hold up. but
I'm not kidding. After this podcast, I'm gonna go upstairs, look in my closet, and see if that book's in there.
it's so good.
So
Oh.
good. Okay.
I like Battle of the Books.
Battle of the
What a
Books.
book.
Oh my!
Oh.
Did you have Battle of the Books in New Jersey?
What is that?
Oh, you did it.
Oh, damn.
What is it?
The best.
Sorry. Yeah, it's just the best. Yeah, the greatest competition that elementary school offered.
I think in like fourth or fifth grade, they give you an option of like 10 books, and if you read,
I think it was 4 and 5, fourth and fifth.
Did I say that?
You said third. Oh, did you? I heard third and fourth. I might have literally.
I
might be gaslighting myself and going, or I might, or I'm gaslighting Zach. Be like,
Oh,
no,
no,
yeah,
it
you
was-
said third and fourth.
I just say third and fourth.
No, I don't know. I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
gaslighting you.
Now that I'm saying third and fourth, I feel like I've said it a lot. But also, it could have been you saying third and fourth. Anyway, okay, so fourth and fifth grade. They give you an option of like 10 books to read, and you have to pick 6 of them. and you read them all. You take an exam on them, and if you pass all six, I think they give you the four extra in case you fail one of them. But if you read all six, you get to go to Battle of the Books, and it's like this event where the fourth, fifth graders can put on a team. It's like teams of 8. Would you say?
I don't recall the number, but the
Okay.
special thing about it was that it might have been teams of 8 because you got put with like a pair from
Mhm.
different schools. Like you got
Yeah.
paired up with different schools.
It was
So
like the different
maybe because there are 5 elementary schools, right? Pierce, Harlan.
4. Corton.
Oh, so then it's probably 8. You're
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
right.
So it's us in the 4 other elementary schools,
Okay.
and you would like get paired up, and then you would go to this event where you would answer questions on the books you read, and whichever team had the most points would win, and they
Mm.
get their name on the plaque at the school. It's a big
Mm-hmm.
deal. Very interesting.
It was very fun. Did you say you came up with the team name? You designed
Mhm.
shirts.
Yep.
It was really exciting.
It was a
And
really
they
fun.
always came out with like banger books. Like
Oh
most
my
of the books
gosh.
were so
You
good.
remember Johnny? Do you remember Simon Bloom?
I don't remember it, but I remember talking with you about it.
Okay.
And like
Okay.
that's your like
That was the book.
god, right?
That one
That's
there
your
was one more
favorite.
book too. It was kind of like Lords of the Flies esque, where they were.
Yes.
That's a good one.
It
I know
was it
what you're
wasn't
talking
Lord of the
about.
Flies, but it was similar to that, where like this group of Boy Scouts got stuck on an island, and there was some weird
Yep.
stuff, weird shenanigans going on.
And we didn't get it, but I'm pretty sure in my sister's grade, Percy Jackson was a battle.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's sick.
Which is pretty legit.
Mm.
But yeah, Simon Bloom, the Gravity Keeper. I'm pretty sure Varjak Paw, right? Varjak Paw is
Was it?
Battle of the
I just
Books
remember
book.
seeing that at the Corton Library, being like, dude,
Okay. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know.
dude.
I can't remember any of the other books though. I remember this one about a Chinese girl and a silkworm.
Oh, I don't
Do you
remember
remember
reading
that
that.
one?
I'll be honest, Simon Bloom and the other book were the only 2 books I remember reading. I only
I
did
don't
Battle of the
remember
Books
what it
in
was.
5th grade. So, anyway, how do we get on that topic? Oh, Varjak Paw. Or the
Varjak
Nickname.
Paw,
nicknames,
Alley Cat.
nicknames. Right, right. Okay, so we had 3. We had 3 out of the 10. The other one
You have
was
10?
mhm. The other one, the other one was my favorite, Prince Ali.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
a classic.
Prince Ali, fabulous he, Ali Obabwa.
That's me.
Um,
I don't think Allie loves that one.
you don't like Prince Ali?
No, I
That was
do.
like that was the first nickname I ever told her. It was before A Dog. Prince Ali and A Dog were my 2 big ones.
Yeah, A Dog's a classic, of course. Prince Ali.
The other one is all right. Number 5 is Ali.
What?
It's Ali like Ollie, but you say like Ali.
Like a
Okay.
British bloke or something like that. Is that what
No,
you're
just like
going
a
for?
deep voice.
Ole.
Ole.
Interesting. Okay.
All right. We didn't like Ali. I liked Ali.
I mean, I'm just not sure I get it, but that's okay.
Well, it sounds like Ali.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
No,
Next up,
I'm with you on that one, Allie. I'm out on that one.
next up
Sorry,
we
Zach.
have the alligator.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
That one
Yeah.
before?
Yeah.
I feel like
Mhm.
you've heard that one before.
I've heard that one before.
Apocalypse.
Oh, I've never heard that one. That's new. Okay.
Good. Yeah.
There was no like situation where I'd have to use that one. But unless like you were a zombie, then I could say, "Oh, it's the apocalypse."
Yeah.
But then,
Yeah.
Like for Halloween.
yeah, for
If she dressed
Halloween.
up as a
Oh.
zombie.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I could.
And then my last 3, I think there's 3 left. I should have ranked these. I didn't rank them. We have Ali Bobali.
Okay. I've heard that
Okay.
one before.
I like the rhyming.
Yeah.
That one. My second last one we have Leaf.
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 What?
My coworkers. Oh, okay, never mind.
Wait, where
But
were you going?
Don't get
her
it.
her name was Leaf. My coworkers' transgender
Oh,
autistic wife was named Leaf.
nice. Cool.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I don't get it.
there was when I was coming up with nicknames for you when we were first dating, I wanted to be original. So I was saying like Ali, Lee, Leaf. That's it. That's the whole process.
Okay.
Do we like Leaf? You like Leaf?
Love it. I love
Yay.
it.
I was proud of Leaf, but I can't like work Leaf into a conversation without you like, Zach, what are you saying right now?
Oh, that's funny.
And the last one is alley oop.
Okay. Good.
Oh, that's a good one.
Did I ever
Yeah.
tell you what my softball nickname was?
No, what was your softball nickname?
Alabama.
Alabama. That's
Yeah.
good too.
Oh,
Add it to
yeah,
the
I like that
list.
one.
Yeah. That was my softball
Add it to the
nickname once
list.
upon a time.
So Johnny, what was your favorite nickname? Allie, what was your favorite nickname?
Tony Pizza.
Tony Pizza.
Yeah, I love Tony Pizza. I mean, Leaf.
You do like Leaf? Or was that a leaf as in leaf?
No, I love it.
I think she was lying. I don't think
Allie just gave me a look. She just gave me a
No,
look.
she
Shot me a
didn't.
look.
No, she
Zach, you
didn't.
weren't
No
looking,
looks
but
from
she
Allie.
shot me a little look.
All right, well, thank you all for listening to my tangent on nicknames for Allie. Comment your favorite nickname for Allie, what I should start calling her. 'Cause
Yeah.
Yes.
I kind of want to start implementing some of these, and I think
I call you.
Drop your own nicknames too if you want.
call me Zachy.
I call him Zachy. Zach.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Zachy Banks.
Zach. Well, the thing is,
yeah.
the thing is, you do Zachy and then
Zachy everything.
the adjective.
My
Yeah,
current favorite is Zachy wide turns.
Zachy wide turns.
What?
Zachy very
What?
wide turns. When
Only,
he's
only,
driving.
only in the Birmingham, or only in the bird
Zach.
area.
Zachy wide.
Did you drop Demon Iceberg and we just didn't know this entire time? That was you? You're just hiding it?
No, I can't see your eyes. Oh, there we go. Hey, cutie. What was I saying? Yeah, so Zachy wide turns is a fun one. I only do it in like our neighborhood.
Oh, it turns. Turns.
Yeah, what'd you
Yeah.
think?
I thought you said turds. Turds.
Oh, no.
That's why. That's
I was not understanding
That's why I
the
was
devil.
like Demon Iceberg. And like,
Oh.
what?
I was trying to come up. It's like,
Zachy Wide Turd.
am I a Hell's Angel? That's what I was thinking. Like
turns in the car.
that would be crazy for Ellie just to start.
Yeah,
doing,
that-
like, I take
How would I know that?
wide turn.
Well, we talked about Zach pooping before the
Yeah,
podcast.
that's true. We
so-
were talking about that.
What you did? Where was Zach during this?
You were in the bathroom.
You were pooping.
I was like, oh my
I was
god,
not
Zach
pooping.
was pooping. He wasn't.
Yeah, that's your old nickname, Poopy.
That's my old nickname. Again, shout out Lauren.
Shout out Lauren, Zachy Wide Turd.
Zachy.
I don't like Zachy White Turd. I don't want.
What were you thinking when he was like, "Oh, I only do it in our neighborhood"?
Well, that's when it clicked. That's when I was like, oh, that has to be turned. It
Oh,
can't
that's
be.
funny.
Zachy White Turns and Tony Pizza. The power couple.
I love that for us.
Uh,
So what's your guys' like celebrity nickname then? Could it just be Zach? Could it just be Zachy? Because it's got like Zach and Allie-ish kind of both in it.
Well, we could do Zally or
Zachly.
Ach.
Zachly.
Zally or Ach.
Liz.
Liz. Oh,
Yeah,
Liv.
like Li and then Z.
Liz. Yeah.
No,
You don't like that?
I like
Halsey.
Sally.
What was Zal?
Like
We can do
Halsey. Zal.
Zal.
Zally. I think Zally's probably best.
Val.
Well, I think it's eight. Like we're everything A to Z.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So Elise. You could be Eliza. Elizik.
Alizik.
Yeah, that sounds kind of like a Jewish name, not to
How about
be
just
racist or anything.
Zah.
Zah.
Zah's cool.
Zah's cool.
Smoking on the Zaza.
Oh, big news for this podcast.
Oh, tell me.
Kanye gave up on anti-Semitism.
Oh, yeah. How
apparently.
cool was that?
Oh,
We've been
awesome.
following that so closely.
fun.
So just shout out to the podcast listeners for
Oh.
bearing with us as we
We could
made
finally
that journey.
unbleep his name.
We can, yeah.
We can bleep out his
Yeah.
name.
I mean, in my opinion, that didn't change anything. So, like him, saying he's giving up on
Yeah,
anti-Semitism.
now that he's done. Doesn't
I believe America is a land of second chances. Except for when it comes to this dude.
Yeah.
Except for when it comes to this. You
Um,
Jabba the Hutt, no good, slovenly.
But Johnny, there's something I want to talk to Johnny about.
Oh,
Okay.
do I
Johnny,
have to leave?
no, I want you to stay. This is the Alley episode.
I
But
know.
Johnny just went to a wedding this weekend. The same time I went to a wedding this weekend.
Okay.
And
Yes, this
I
is
just kind of
true.
wanted to see how Johnny's wedding was.
Okay.
Good to
Doing
see.
weddings. It was for a girl named Allie.
Oh,
Actually, did
Yeah.
you get married?
surprise!
Oh my God. But not the Allie that's on this podcast right now. My cousin, Allie.
Okay.
Mm.
Her full name
Your
is,
wedding, the girl was Allie too, the one you went
Yeah.
to.
Wow.
Oh my gosh,
oh
everyone's
my,
trying to
what was going on this weekend?
steal my vibe.
Crazy. But her full name is Allison. I don't know. Is that your legal
Yeah,
name? Oh
yeah.
my, okay.
Nobody is allowed to call me that though.
Oh, okay. Oh, really?
No,
You don't fuck with it?
no.
Do you fuck with the war?
What?
You ever heard that song? I've definitely played that song for you, and I think you're like, "What is this?
What
Is this?
song?
Pillow talking?"
I don't know.
I'll play it for you after.
She don't know about Pangea.
This girl don't know about Pangea. Brain got a poop.
Bring
T
out a
minus
poop.
10 to
Zach
the
got a
brain
poop.
got a shit.
What?
We'll play it for you.
Okay.
Play it.
It was in Columbus. First time being. Actually, we didn't really go downtown, so I avoided it. I avoided the nastiness, which is
Nice.
good.
Good work.
But drove in Friday night. Met him at this Italian restaurant called Mezzo. It was good. Check out my belly rating of Mezzo.
Oh, I just got belly.
Oh, you got it? You
Yeah.
should follow me. I'm Foot
Oh
Chicken,
my
of
God, I
course.
will. I will. Sorry, I keep interrupting you.
Um, and that was the rehearsal dinner. After the rehearsal dinner, I wanted to go to bed because I had an exam on Monday. So I wanted to get up on Saturday, get some studying in. Because if I didn't study all of Saturday, I was probably gonna be screwed.
Mm.
So that's what I did. I woke up, I had breakfast with my mom and dad. We went to the original Pancake House, if you know.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I actually had a very good breakfast. I had the bacon and, or excuse me, the eggs scrambled and Canadian bacon,
Mm.
um, which I kind of regret. I wish I would have gotten the normal bacon, but the Canadian bacon was very good. Don't get me wrong. We got strawberries and we asked for fresh strawberries and they didn't give us fresh strawberries. They gave us
Wow.
the frozen strawberries. So
Ooh.
disappointing. Um, but the pancakes were absolutely fantastic. I can't go back on them. And then the orange juice there was like maybe listeners know. I don't know if listeners know this, but the orange juice, a good orange juice is very important, and the best orange juice I've ever had, and I don't think I'll ever top it, is the orange juice in Encinitas, California,
You
at
brought this
that
up.
original pancake house.
You
Yeah,
brought
so
this
we've
up.
talked about it,
Mhm.
but this orange juice, second place, easy second place.
Whoa.
It had a delectable color, beautifully colored, beautiful,
Like pulp,
and
no pulp.
there was some pulp. It's not like it
Okay.
wasn't super pulpy, but there was definitely some pulp in it.
I don't
But
hate
like
pulp.
like not enough that you can get past it. Like if you're not a pulp person, well, if you're like a very anti-pulp person, you probably wouldn't have liked it. But if you're just like I can handle some pulp, then you would have been just fine. So very, very good orange juice. Ceremony was at 2:30. It was at a church, so that was the first time that I'd done that since I was like 8. So that was cool. That was unique going back, and I hadn't, the previous two weddings that I've been to, Matt's, I just did the reception, so I wasn't there for the ceremony, and then my cousins back in 2023, there was a ceremony, but it wasn't at a church. It was just like its own type of thing, which was nice. It was fine. But the singer was good. My mom did a reading.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
and it was cool. It was cool seeing like the whole traditional thing. And my cousin looked great, obviously. And Robbie is a really cool dude. He's been in our fantasy football league for a couple of years now, so we all
Oh,
know him
Robbie,
pretty
yeah.
well. Um, oh yeah, Zach, you know him
Yeah.
technically, somewhat, sort of. Have you
Where
been
was
on any of our draft Zooms?
I was on the first one. I didn't get to. I
Okay,
wasn't on.
so then you might have actually spoken to him in real life. So you know
Where was my
Robbie and
invite?
Ellie, and they go by Rally.
Rally.
So
Oh.
it's perfect. Um, yeah, where was your invite? I don't know. I should have addressed that. I should have asked him. But I didn't want to push. He was stressed out. It was his wedding day. I didn't want to be overbearing.
Hmm.
Um, and then the reception was very nice. The Food, I think, was kind of a talking point. I think it's hard to get like well catered food. Like I'm just trying to think. Like usually catered food, I've never been like absolutely blown away by, no matter where it's from. You're never really like, oh my God, this was the greatest. Because it's mass produced, you know, anything that's mass produced is always going to take a little bit of a step back. But I honestly didn't have any problem. It was a little bit funny. There was like an eyelash on like three of the plates that
Oh.
got brought out to us, which honestly didn't bother me that it was just an eyelash. Like if it was a full hair, I would have been grossed out. But because it's an eyelash, you can just like flick it away real quick. Didn't bother me. Salad was very good. I enjoyed my salad very much. Um, they had good cupcakes for dessert, and then they had chocolate cake. I don't think anyone had chocolate cake though. I talked to a million people. Don't think anyone had it. Did you have
Really?
chocolate cake at
Wow,
your wedding?
Zach would have eaten the whole
I would have eaten the
thing.
whole cake.
It's just because it got brought out at a bad time. Like they said, oh, we're gonna bring the chocolate cake out. It never came out, and then they were just
Mm,
like, okay, now time for the first dance. So then everyone went to go see the first dance, and the chocolate cake got lost in the weeds, and I was bummed. Like I would have liked to have gone back and had some chocolate cake. Never did.
Huh.
Zach, you had your hand up. You were gonna say something.
at the wedding I went to, there was cupcakes at that one too, and the cake also got brought out at a very inconvenient time.
Well, so you know what? Like, I'm not gonna hold that over these guys' heads. I'm just gonna say, like you said earlier in this podcast, learning opportunity.
Hmm.
You know, if one day I'm lucky enough to get married, then I'm bringing that cake out like
ASAP Rocky.
immediately, pretty much. Like that shit's gonna be ready for everyone because it matters. Apparently, I found that it matters. They had a photo booth. Oh man, I want to show you some of these photos. They're kind of funny. Okay,
Really?
one photo is very funny. My
Okay.
uncle like joined in and then like he thought it was just one picture and done, but it's like three pictures. And so like he started standing up. So in the second picture, it's like just him and like we're all behind him. And then in the third picture, it's like everyone like like pushing him down. So it's quite comical. It's pretty funny. Have you guys ever seen Arrested Development?
Yeah.
Okay. This is like a very specific call out, but there's this episode called Staph Infection. It's in the first season.
I mean,
Anyways,
if it's
it's
in the
kind of
first,
the photo reminded me of that. So, um, photo booth was big. I wasn't really feeling the dancing. I feel like I need to be pretty hammed to be in the mood for dancing. I think
what?
Zach, you kind of know that. I need to have a lot of drinks to get in that mood. And so like I felt bad because my mom like she was like, "Oh, you gotta come and dance with us." And like she dragged me out there, but I just kind of stood there. I just didn't really have much to drink. Again, unfortunately the stress of this exam was kind of weighing over me a little bit more than I would have liked it to. Um, but also the other thing that was on playing on my mind was at the very last second I was enlisted by my dad to drive a bunch of people to the reception. So now I was like, "Ah, I gotta fucking keep it locked in so that I can drive these people home." So I really didn't drink that much. So like I don't mean to make it sound like I didn't have a good time at the reception. I actually had a very good time. I just didn't like I was just a little bit, like I said, stressed about one, the exam, and then two about driving people back. And so then after the reception was like a little after party at Pins Mechanical. Zach, you've been to one
I have?
in Indianapolis.
Oh,
Wait, have
wow.
you?
That was
Yeah,
the
we
bowling
went to
place, right?
Pins. I
That was
think
the
we
bowling
went to
place, right?
Pins. It was the duck pin bowling
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
with yeah, with all with the Jenga and the
Yep, I was there. I was there.
pin. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. It
So
was
they
fun.
had one. Look, I love David. I love Indianapolis. This Columbus pins fucking smokes the
No
Indianapolis
way.
pins. Oh yeah. It's like two-tiered. There's a slide. There's a lot more ping pong. There's a lot more video games to play. There's dome hockey.
I love dome hockey.
Oh my God, it was none of my cousins knew how to play dome hockey. No one knew what it was.
What?
I know.
Do you know
And
what
I
happened?
like I
I didn't used to
I
have,
used to have it.
but I know what it is. I know how to play
I
it.
sold. I should have kept the dome hockey table.
You should have kept it, but it's okay. And I like smoked everyone like 7-0. Like I played 3 games in a row. I beat everyone 7-0.
Hell
They were
yeah,
like, "Oh my
Johnny.
God, you're
Let's
so good
go.
at it." I was like, "You guys just suck at it." So, anyways, the after party is where it kind of ended up letting loose because it was right across the street from the hotel, so I could drink and then just walk back. So I had a couple
Fun.
drinks, I felt a little bit better, had a good time at the after party. And then I couldn't fall asleep again, stressed out about the exam, and then uh, and then I was again stressed out about the exam. So I was just like, how am I going to get home? How am I going to start studying again? So I kind of flubbed this Sunday morning. Like I didn't really go out to breakfast with anyone. I just woke up and left, and I feel really I feel bad about that. I wish I would have, had the time to calm down and do the breakfast. Because I think back to Matt Military's wedding, Matt and Katie's wedding, I should say, and we all drove back and had a really good debrief session at the breakfast. I kind of thought that ended up making a really important part of the wedding experience was that
Hmm.
day after breakfast. So bummed I didn't do that. Anyways, ended up studying on Sunday, took the exam on Monday. Shouldn't have been worried about it. Actually, I should have been. The only reason I did well was because I worried about it and I, prepared. But that is my review of my cousin's wedding weekend. So that's my third wedding down as
Nice.
an adult. I'm
Congrats,
pretty
man.
sure I've loved every single one of them so far. I think Matt Military's is probably still number one. Uh, I think it's going to be hard to top that one. I think it's going to be until another boys' wedding comes around
Yeah.
that it's going to
Uh-huh.
be hard to top that. Because it's shout out Matt, shout out Katie. That was fun.
Yeah, that was a good wedding. I mean, I feel like again we had this conversation a while ago, but like when people ask you how was the wedding, what more can you say besides oh it was fun?
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
What
true.
are you gonna say? Like, oh, it sucked.
no, well, like
Yeah.
and also like they kind of do the same stuff at weddings, but
True.
no,
Yeah, that's
David,
true. They do kind of do the same stuff.
our friend David got married. Johnny
Hmm.
did not get the invite, unfortunately.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been mad about that, except for the fact that he explicitly said, and I'm not mad. I'm just like, what's the deal? Like it's not
Did he
again.
did he say
He
you were invited?
he explicitly said I'm getting married soon and I want you I'm gonna invite you. I want you to come.
Wow, I did
And then
not
never got
know
the
that.
invite.
Yikes.
Yeah. Yeah. And so again,
Wow.
it's like I totally recognize where we are in our relationship, so I'm not offended. I think we're friends, but I would kind of agree with him. I don't, or we're probably not good enough friends to be invited to each other's wedding, depending on the size of the wedding. Like if he
Hmm.
had some rager wedding crashers, you know how in wedding crashers there's just 1,000 people there at the wedding.
Hmm.
If he would have had that and it would have been left off, I would have been like, I mean, I would have been I would have been a little bit more mad, but I know
Right.
that maybe it was a little bit of a small ceremony. So I don't know. Anyways,
I had one more question for you about the wedding.
hmm
It was over Memorial Day weekend.
no, it wasn't.
It wasn't?
Memorial Day weekend was the weekend before.
Wait.
This past weekend was not Memorial Day
Oh,
weekend.
it wasn't?
Memorial Day was May 26th.
Oh, it sure was. All right, well then never mind on that question.
Hmm.
Um,
You're gonna ask if it's good or bad to have it on Memorial Day
yeah.
weekend. Another long story, and my dad will tell it much better than me, but in his wedding planning process, because his and my mom's anniversary is the 30th,
Hmm.
he had one of his friends or coworkers or someone come up to him and say, don't have it on Memorial Day weekend. Like
Oh,
people want
okay.
to do their own thing. I think that's what it was. I think that's
Yeah.
how the conversation went. And he was like, people want to enjoy that weekend off. They don't want to worry about, traveling, going to the wedding and all that. Yes, we all kind of like going to weddings, but I also think in a way, I think it changes. Like the way that I've heard people on, Barstool, excuse me, part of my take talk about it, like Big Cat, he almost talks about it as it's a pain in the ass, for him to go to a wedding. And I think
Hmm.
it's probably true. Just the fact that he's 38, 39. He's got 3 kids and a wife. It's probably a lot more difficult for him to go to a wedding than now. So I think it
Yeah.
makes a big difference. Um, because it's probably with kids, maybe it's harder to find a sitter on Memorial Day weekend. Because again, everyone's out of town. I mean, for Michigan, Memorial Day weekend's really big. It was also really big in Kansas. A lot of people would go to the lake. There was a big lake, the Ozarks over in Missouri. That was a big thing. A lot of people would go
Hmm.
to the Ozarks. A lot of people in Michigan, it's up north. A lot of people have cabins up north or places out on a lake or
Right.
a lake house, something like that. So that's a big weekend to do that. And when you take that away from people, they won't hate you, but it'll just be a little bit more of a like a groaner type scenario.
I see. Okay. Okay. Good to know.
I think.
I feel like that's right. It makes sense because you have an extra day to decompress, but that's kind of more just like you. Oh, we lost Johnny, I think.
Oh no.
Oh man. Well, I'll talk about the wedding that I was at. Um, very similar. If you were at Matt's wedding, it was very similar to Matt's wedding. But just
Oh
good
no,
vibes. No, it still records. That's why he has this one.
sorry, sorry. Ignore me.
Um, yeah. But David's wedding was a lot of fun. Very similar to Matt's. I'm glad the ceremony wasn't very long, which I appreciated. I think if you're going over like 45 minutes, I think that's like, what are we doing? Come
Yeah, it's long.
on. So that was good. My dad showed up late, and it was so funny. Like so the groomsmen and the bridesmaids were walking down. I could see my dad in the corner, and I so they were all waiting. It was not just my dad, but other people there too who came late. And then Allie, the bride, walked down, and then she got to the podium, and then everybody came through, and there was like 15 people that were late, but my dad was leading the charge. It was so funny.
Of course he was.
Hmm.
That's funny.
And then so Johnny was saying the food was okay. I wanted to tell him the food was really good.
Oh,
They had some really good food. Shout out Dave and Ellie. I don't know where I think they catered in at the place.
okay.
So I think it came with it, but whatever they did,
What did you
they nailed it.
have?
We had chicken, there was pork. I didn't have the pork, but it was there. Mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, lettuce, green beans.
Is it buffet?
Buffet,
Like,
buffet.
okay, is that normal at a wedding?
The two adult weddings I've been to have been buffet. Well, no, two out of the three have been buffet style.
Okay. Interesting.
Very similar vibes to Matt's, but the music at David's I really enjoyed. I think they nailed it. They played all the songs I would want to be played, minus a couple here and there, but um, all the best songs I think they could have. You should play at a wedding. They played.
That's fun.
So
Were you taking notes?
on the songs,
Yeah.
I was not taking notes on the songs, unfortunately. Oh, good, Johnny's back. Oh, he's still connecting to the volume, but that's pretty much it. It was a really good time. I don't cry at weddings, but Matt and David both cried when they were on the
Really?
altar, and so that got me thinking like, oh my gosh, is everybody is everybody gonna start crying?
Well, but then we talked about this with the
Hmm.
rest of your friends, and everyone agreed that you are just like too much of a happy, excited person and not like an emotional person. Then I think you'd just be like so excited and
Hmm.
happy. I don't think you would cry.
I might. We'll see. I mean, we gotta get. I could you imagine? I just propose to the pod. That'd be so funny.
Oh,
Oh, that'd be funny. Well, that is pretty much it. I'm good to wrap it up. Johnny, I think, is still connecting to. Oh no, he's still there. Johnny's still connecting to the volume. So, we'll kind of ramble on for a little bit. What else happened at the wedding? They had a fire pit there, which I thought was really nice.
that is fun.
Um,
I wasn't there,
you weren't
so
there. No, you didn't get the
Zach
invite.
did not get a +1,
There was only one alley allowed at the wedding.
apparently.
Oh, here we go. He's connecting to audio now.
Maybe?
Maybe it's taking a sweet old time to connect to the audio. And then another thing, maybe it was because so at Matt's wedding we stayed at a hotel that was near the venue.
Uh-huh.
David's we just drove home, but man, driving home at 11 p.m. just was so
Yeah.
tough.
It was what, like 45 minutes?
No, it was an hour.
Oh, yeah, that's far.
Hmm.
For
And like
the
we're coming off
day.
such a big high, from the day, and it was just like, oh, now I gotta drive an hour home.
Yeah, that is a lot.
Welcome back, Johnny.
Hello.
Hey. I was just wrapping up. I basically I was saying the food at David's wedding was really good.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Okay, so you proved me wrong. The food
No,
can be good.
well, so I don't know if the your cousin's venue had to get a separate caterer, but the caterer was within the venue,
Oh, okay,
so
so
I
that can
think
make a
that's probably why
difference.
it was good.
Yeah, that can make a difference.
Hmm. So, but that was it. I'm Ellie. last question for you before we wrap things up.
Okay.
Usually on the podcast, when we have guests on, we ask the guests to give a piece of advice to our listeners.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Just give us, what is it like living as a 25-year-old? Any advice you can give to somebody, either moving
Li-
across the country for a job, dating a
yeah.
guy, whatever, any piece of advice you want to give.
My favorite piece of advice is to always choose yourself. And that doesn't mean it being like self-centered or whatever. It just means like you are, in a way, you are the center of your own life, and you just always have to make the decisions that are the best for you, because you are the most important thing in your own life. And there are others that are also
Oh,
very important
wow.
in your life, like Zachy is to me.
Thanks.
And Johnny is to me too.
You're important to me too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. All right. Well, that about does it. Thank you all for listening again. Again, comment your favorite nickname I had for Allie.
Yeah.
Johnny, you got anything else to finish us off with?
No, I think Allie did a great job closing us out there. That was a great piece of advice.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks.
Well, see you all next week. Thanks for listening, and go get married.
Ah,
Have
thanks
a
for
wedding.
having me.